Hi friends, I welcome you all at Crack Grade B. In this video, we are going to discuss some multiple choice question based upon some social security schemes. Before moving ahead, I would like to inform you that we are providing 25% of discount on all the study material. And if you want to purchase Industrial Relation along with General Accounting Principle and Indian Economy, you have to pay 1299, and if you want to purchase only Industrial Relation along with General Accounting Principle, it will cost you 1099, and if you want to purchase only IR, it will cost you 899. And you can also read our study material online by paying only 799 rupees. In these types of course, we are providing hard copy in printed note form, and if you want to purchase our course, register yourself at the www.crackgradeb.com and then verify email and subscribe. The course will be reach you within 2 to 3 days. So if you want to purchase, then you can subscribe our website. So what is the first question for today? Identify the online portal which is used for easy way of filing their dispute with the concerned conciliation officer where central government is the appropriate government. Your options are Pencil, Samadhan, Shram Suvidha Portal or CPGRAMS. So answer for this is Samadhan. Actually, the government has launched this portal for resolution of the dispute. What is happening? There are the dispute between the workman and the employer. So the employer and the workman can file their dispute through online by filing their dispute with the concerned conciliation officer online and under the Samadhan portal. So this is a very good idea for online filing of the industrial dispute through Samadhan, and recently it has bagged the Scotch Gold Award by providing their services under Digital India category. So remember, Samadhan is related to the dispute between the workman and the employee. So which of the following portal facilitate businessmen to get all kinds of registration and submit returns that are required under labor laws at a single window system? Options are Shram Suvidha, Samadhan, Job Portal, RTI Portal. So your answer will be Shram Suvidha Portal. Actually, what is happening? It is the way in this businessman can fill their return, submit their return and get all kinds of registration through a single window system on Shram Suvidha Portal. The reports related to inspection reports and the enforcement agency report prepared by the enforcement agency is also available online. You can have the industrial businessman can have all these reports on Shram Suvidha Portal. So what is the benefit? Actually, this is creating a business environment that encourage compliances by reducing transaction cost and promoting ease of business. And the Shram Suvidha Portal was launched on 16th of October 2014. So third question for today, which of the following is not true regarding the help to low wage earners in organized sector under Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Yojana? Actually, government has given a package under Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Yojana for the unorganized sectors of workers or wage earner. So what are the benefits given by the government for the organized sector under this Pradhan Mantri Kalyan Yojana? It is given in this option, and you have to identify the option which is not related to this Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Yojana. Your first option is government has total contribution of 24% to the wage earners account for the 3 months. Employers should have 100 or less employee to get benefit of this Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Yojana. Or the third options are all the employees should have earning less than rupees 1500 per month, or none of the above. So answer will be C, because if any employer want to get benefit under this scheme, 90% of employee should be a wage earner up to 15,000 or less than 15,000. So there is not all, there is a 90%. Okay, I have already explained this to you. The fourth question is, which of the following award was not given by the Ministry of Labour and Employment? Your options are Prime Minister Shram Award, Vishwakarma Rashtriya Puraskar, National Safety Awards, Shram Shakti Awards. Friends, these three awards, Prime Minister Shram Awards, Vishwakarma Rashtriya Puraskar, National Safety Awards, are given by the Ministry of Labour and Employment. But these Shram Shakti Awards are not provided by the ministry. Prime Minister Shram Award was instituted in 1985, and the objective of this award is to recognize the outstanding contribution made by the workmen as defined in the Industrial Dispute Act 1947. Vishwakarma Rashtriya Puraskar, it was instituted in the year 1965, and the objective of the Vishwakarma Rashtriya Puraskar is to recognize the outstanding contribution made by a worker or a group of workers in an organization to improve productivity, occupational safety and health, environment and working condition. And the last award, this National Safety Award, was instituted in the year 1965, and NSA is a mean to give recognition to good safety performance on the part of the industrial establishment and to maintain the morale of both the management and the worker. So these three are instituted given by the Ministry of Labour and Employment. Okay. Now the second question is, fifth question is, which of the following is true regarding the ESI scheme 1948? Your options are, the ESI schemes are administered by the statutory corporate body called the Employees State Insurance Corporation. Employees contribution is 3.25%. Employee contribution is 0.75%, and the medical care to the insured, the medical facilities and medical care is given to the insured employee only. You have to identify which of the following is not true. Actually not true. You have to identify not true. So your options are this. If you see, then A, B, C, all the three options are true regarding this scheme, but this fourth option, actually this ESI scheme cover also the family members of this employee. So it is not only provide the medical care to the insured person, it also cover the family members of the employee. Here it is, the ESI scheme is administered by the statutory corporation. The contribution is 3.25%, 0.2575%, but one of the point is that it gives the social economic protection to the employee in the organized sector against the event of sickness, maternity, disablement, death due to the employment injury, and it also provide medical care to the insured employee and their family. So it will also cover the family members. Now the sixth question is, what are the schemes framed under the EPF and MP Act? Employee Provident Fund and Miscellaneous Provision Act 1942. There are some schemes which was framed under this act. You have to identify what are these schemes. The first scheme is the Employee Provident Fund Scheme 1952, the Employee Pension Scheme 1995, the Employee Deposit Linked Insurance Scheme 1976. Yeah, all of them. So under this act, government has framed all these three schemes. So answer will be all. The Employee Provident Fund Scheme 1952, it was framed and effective from 1 November 1952, gives Provident Fund is based on the defined contribution scheme where the employee and the employers contribute their mandate share. So under the Employees Pension Scheme, it was effective from the 16th November 1995, replacing the Employees Family Pension 1971. So what are the features? A mix of defined contribution and defined benefit forms the pension scheme. The employees do not have to contribute to this scheme. This is an important point you have to note here. The last one is the Employee Deposit Linked Insurance Scheme. It is effective from 1976, and it gives the insurance scheme is deposit link scheme that provide the benefits up to rupees 6 lakhs without any contribution from the employee. The seventh question is, the employees pension scheme 1995 is funded by, the funding pattern is employer gives 8.33% and government gives 1.16% of the wage earner, or employer gives 1.16 or government gives 8.3, employer gives 0.75 or government gives 3.32, 3.25, or employer gives 4% or government gives 8% of the wage earner. So answer will be A. The employer's contribution will be 8.33% and government will contribute 1.16% of the wage earner basic of the wage earner. So this is the pattern under this employee pension scheme. This is the explanation which I have already told you. Now the last question for today, which of the following have no contribution under the employees deposit link insurance scheme 1976? I have told you in my earlier slide, I think you should solve this question very quickly. Your options are employer, employee, government. Yeah, all of the above have the contribution in this employee deposit link insurance scheme. So answer will be employee. Employee has no any contribution under this deposit link insurance scheme, which is providing 6 lakhs of rupees of insurance to the employee. So this was all from my side today. This is the explanation which I have already told you. So friends, thank you and happy learning. I will come up with some more multiple choice question and some important thing which I think that is important for your UPSC EPFO exam. So till then, thank you and happy learning. पढ़ते रहिए, मेहनत करते रहिए.